everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. We're in for a frigid one in Philly. We're off to Lincoln Financial Field to say hello to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Let's go! Green, 39!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews. Set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw is Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Wins to throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 20. So following a fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He's got time. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go now.
Now Wentz on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the count. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews with his second. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's blocked down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Eagles' secondary has held up to this point. The Cowboys have struggled to throw the football 2 straight weeks, so that's something they'll try to fix in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Eagles take it at the 6. Jordan Matthews, the catch coming across the middle, and it's caught for the score. The Eagles up now by 7.
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They get 31 yards that time, and it'll be first down Eagles.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught at the end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to get the running game going with Ryan Matthews. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at the end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And Matthews has it right side. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he shifts past him. That one good for 10 yards. Very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Now Wentz dancing to his left. Ertz has it left side. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And the Eagles are in for 6. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Deep drop. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Wentz now on 1st down. That is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they? They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. Right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win. They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.